Hey guys, welcome to week 3 of remote learning and the overview video for week 3. I just wanted to get on here again and walk you guys through the assignments for week 3 and how I suggest you pace them so you're not too stressed out come Sunday or the weekend. I wanted to just remind you guys of a few things. Number one, make sure that if you are if you are in any way, shape, or form wanting to opt out, I know I mentioned this in one of my posts in Google Classroom. I've gotten some questions about opting out of the AP test. If you want to opt out of the AP test, you have to submit the form that I posted in Google Classroom to Mr. Schaefer by April 30th. So make sure that you do that. If you don't feel like you are able to take the AP test anymore, for those of us, and this kind of segues into my next point, for those of us that will be taking the AP test, I want to stress something right now. Office hours have been pretty minimal, to say the least, the last couple of weeks, and I understand that we are getting used to this remote learning stuff. These office hours and help sessions with your AP teachers are going to be more important than ever starting this week. Okay, they are not mandatory. I cannot require you to come to these, okay? But what we are going to be doing is from here on out, we will be kind of breaking down the course in terms of what's going to be on the AP test in those video office hours, okay? You'll notice if you're looking at the weekly overview here that I have put in or linked in an AP review guide, and I will show you that in Google Classroom. That is going to be what we are focusing on during those video office hours. So if you are able, I highly, highly, highly recommend that you stop by during those office hours. And as you can see, we've changed a little bit when those are. So I'll go through those as we get to the overview and when those will be. But I just wanted to put that in your minds right now. Like, these are so important to come to if you can. Okay, we will be talking about the questions. You'll be able to ask anything that you need to. I will be there. The other Gov teachers will be there. We will do some argumentative FRQ practice and some concept application FRQ practice. So make sure to stop by if you can. Now, if you cannot, please don't rearrange your life to try and get that working. I understand some of you are working extra hard right now to help out families, watching siblings, etc. You have everything that you need to be able to fill in that review guide, I promise, okay? If you have all of your notes, all of my videos, everything in Google Classroom that we've done this year, you will be fine, okay? And you have other options for office hours to come talk to me. Okay, you can email me, you can visit my office hours on Google Meet from 9 to 11 and 1 to 2. So please don't freak out if you are unable to make these video office hours. But again, I do highly recommend you coming if you can. Okay, so I just wanted to put that out there, and let's get into week 3. This is our final week of new content, and really it's just Monday and Tuesday of new content, and then you guys are done with new content for AP Gov. So on Monday, as you can see, watch the intro video, complete the check-in form like always, and then you will take your last set of notes for me ever, hopefully. And then there is video notes and then that student sheet to complete. And then as always, I linked in the week 3 Quizlet, and the AP review guide, which I will show you in Google Classroom. And that topic is the civil rights movements and the social movements for equality that have happened in our history. So this is really that second piece of our unit. Tuesday, you guys are going to be reading your final foundational document for the course, which is Letter from a Birmingham Jail by Martin Luther King. And that is a close reading of the document. It's a little long, but I promise you it's nowhere near as challenging to read as a Federalist paper or Anti-Federalist paper. It's much more straightforward. He speaks much more plainly here. Now, let's talk about those video office hours. Tuesday, we are going to be focusing on basically Unit 1 and Unit 2. So from stuff from like August and September, which would be Foundations of Government and Federalism. And we will be really looking at those two sections from the review guide. And that video office hour will be happening from 1 to 1:45 on Tuesday. So make sure to click on the Google link if you can stop by for that. I highly, 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 highly recommend it. I don't think I can say that enough. And then Wednesday and Thursday, I am having you guys try to pace yourselves on this. You guys will be doing your test in Edulastic for Unit 9, and it's a test because obviously this is going to be open note. We have to throw everything out the window with remote learning. So really think of this test as a gauge of, do I understand this material? What don't I understand? What can I ask questions on prior to starting review for the AP test? And that link to Edulastic will be in Google Classroom. And I suggest, you guys, I've paced it so that you can split it up into 2 days. There are 58 multiple choice questions, so however you want to do that, but don't feel like you have to do it all in one day. And then Thursday, you will see, again, we're having video office hours. That's a change. It used to be Friday, now Thursday. And based on feedback from other students and other teachers, we are going to not do it during the 1 to 2 time slot. We're actually going to do it a little bit later, from 4 to 4:45. And on Thursday, we're going to be focusing on the judicial branch. So again, I highly, 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 highly recommend that you come if you can, and make sure to bring any questions with you about that unit. Okay. Now Friday is going to be the Unit 9 FRQ, and we are going to try something new and complete that FRQ through AP Classroom. I haven't had you guys use AP Classroom. I've been less than thrilled with it up until this point. I think AP and College Board has done a good job of accommodating everything with distance learning. So bear with me. I think I've got it set up. If it doesn't work, make sure to email me, but that should open up on Monday, and I suggest, you complete it after the multiple choice. Now, the link for AP Classroom will be in Google Classroom for you. Make sure to log in. This will be graded for accuracy like a normal FRQ would. Next week, I will be having you guys do corrections on FRQs, and I should also say the test itself in Edulastic will be graded for accuracy as well, okay? Just as a heads up, the new concept application FRQ, which is what Unit 9's is, they recommend, or they're giving you on the modified AP test, 15 minutes. So I don't have a time limit on there, but I really suggest putting on a timer on a phone or something while you are doing that in AP Classroom, just to see how long it takes you. Okay, so just keep that in mind as you are doing it. So let's head to Google Classroom. Whoops, my tab timed out. And first, let's take a look at the AP Exam Review Guide, COVID-19 edition. So the AP teachers and I have broken down the units that we have covered. Remember, the AP test is only covering specific parts of our course. So it's only on Foundations, Federalism, the 3 institutions, and Civil Rights and Civil Liberties. So this is here for you to use. Remember those video office hours. We are going to be really kind of going through these main concepts. It's a great time for you guys to get answers down, because you will have to turn this in for credit, and ask any questions that you need to. So I suggest kind of working through this or on the sections of this review guide as we are going to be doing them in the week. So for this week, like I said, I recommend doing part 1, part 2, and the part on the judicial branch here. Ooh. Okay, just because that's what we're going to be focusing on with the video office hours. Okay, so there is that. Now on to week 3. Just like in the past, I have the overview document linked here, and then the week 3 Quizlet, and the Google Meet link is here as well. Monday, you will watch the intro video, complete the check-in. I've posted the YouTube video for the notes and your note sheet. The video is a little longer. There is a lot to cover, but this is also stuff that you guys have been talking about since like the 4th grade. So you guys will be fine. And then you will take notes on this sheet, complete the summary, and turn in when finished. I think you guys are getting used to the drill at this point. Tuesday, as you can see, read and annotate MLK letter from a Birmingham jail, turn in when finished. Okay, it looks like this. We've done activities like this in the past where the text is on the left and then you will annotate on the right. From what I know, a lot of you have read, if you're in like, I think it's AP Literature or AP Language, I don't know, one of the AP Englishes, some of you have read this already. Use those notes that you have to help you complete this, but make sure you're completing the questions here on the right. And one thing I forgot to say is make sure you're answering in a color other than black, if I haven't said that already. Okay, and then of course here is the Google Meet link discussing, you know, what we're the topics, foundations in federalism, and bring the review guide and questions. And then Wednesday and Thursday are to work through the civil liberties and civil rights test. And like I said, your goal should be to complete about half Wednesday, half Thursday. If you're sticking to my pacing, you may use any and all notes. And then just remember to log in with your ohlsd.org email. Thursday again, same thing, finish the test in Edulastic. And then I've posted the class video meeting link where we will be talking about the judicial branch. And then Friday is log on to AP Classroom and complete the Unit 9 FRQ. Try to time yourself for just 15 minutes, guys, because that's how long you'll have on May 11th for a concept application. This will be graded for accuracy, as I said before, as well as the test. Okay, so don't just blow it off. I'm grading it for accuracy, just like everything else throughout the week now. But please make sure on Friday, if for whatever reason you can't access the FRQ, AP Classroom isn't working. This is new for me. I'm not sure how many of you have actually used AP Classroom before, so please communicate with me if something isn't working about that assignment for Friday. Okay. So I know that was a lot. I feel like I've been talking a million miles a minute, but this is really the last hurrah for new content. So make sure to end this week strong. If you have any questions, please email me, and I look forward to seeing hopefully most of you during those video office hours on Tuesday and Thursday, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.